Halo, kembali lagi dengan gue Sahdan dari Dunia Games. Di episode lalu kan gue udah nanya tuh, sebenarnya sejak kapan sih WLTF dikembangin? Nah, di episode kali ini gue mau nanya lagi nih, apa emang bener Riot Games dulu pernah nolak buat bikin WLTF? Kira-kira bener nggak ya rumornya? Yuk langsung cek videonya.
Just to be clear, it's not a sudden change of heart. It was a change of heart that happened a long time ago, and it's just taken us a really long time to get it right and make it worth, basically make it worth our players, we think, and equal to what League of Legends means to all of them. I think that really. So I did tell you in the answer to the previous question that it took us a really long time as a company to really believe believe in mobile as not as a great place to make games, but just as the right place for Riot to make its games. I think because we for a long time, and this isn't true across the company, but for a long time, a lot of the Riot notion was, what we are really good at is making games that you play for 10 years, right? That's the kind of game that we make. We want you to be deeply invested in this game so that it gives you the most, like, what you put into it, you get out of it. But our games really want you to put so much into it. We want you to dedicate your time, your attention, your love. We want you to bring your friends into the game and play with your friends. We want to put your pride on the line in competitive matches. And it just didn't seem clear to us that mobile games as a market and mobile and the way that players were playing mobile games was just not gonna fit. I'll give you a simple example. Back when I first joined Riot, we started seeing mobile games come out that were finally seeing some real-time multiplayer mobile games, and the matches would last 3 minutes on average. And the perception that many people had about mobile games that would last 3 minutes was, oh, players are never going to play this. 3 minutes is too long to stay dedicated to your phone. Now, Wild Rift matches last, some of them last upwards of 20 minutes long, that you're actually completely dedicated to being engrossed in this match. And that's the kind of game that Riot wants to make. So you're right. Yes, Riot was adverse to making mobile games. It was for exactly this reason. And it wasn't a sudden change of heart. We really changed our minds very slowly. and it started a long time ago. It started years ago, as I said.
Yeah, I think the only other thing I would basically add on that is, I think when we're looking at like trying to deliver something that's like truly authentic to League of Legends, there's a lot of uncertainty kind of what that means, right? Like, what is an authentic League of Legends experience, right? Is it the fact that you have a 35-minute game, right? Is it the fact that you have every single button, every single character, every single active, right? And like every single piece of content in the league, like how much of those are critical? And when you sort of take one of those pieces away, is it still League of Legends or not? Right, and that's one of those things that I think for a very long time we weren't sure on. Right, it actually took us a lot of time in R&D. It took us a lot of time with a lot of different iterations to be like, okay, do we actually still need 5 players? Right? What if we change the map around? Right, if the map is full size? Right? What if we, if we trim down the number of buttons or the number of skills or anything like that? Like, it took us a lot of iteration and sort of hard work on the really core elements of the game to walk away with something that still felt like League of Legends. It's not exactly the same experience you have on PC, but nobody that's ever sat down and really engaged in League of Legends can pick up Wild Rift and not say that that's not, like, that is League of Legends, right? Every player who knows League of Legends will pick up this game, even though there's a lot of differences, and still walk away knowing that that was a League of Legends experience. And trying to capture that essence was what took us a very, very long time in prototype, a ton of iteration, a ton of back and forth, and a lot of just like really rigorous, very meticulous, almost like line by line kind of design breakdown of what League of Legends is. In fact, actually one of the things that was really interesting about that is most of the folks that are on the team, even more so when I started on it, were all League of Legends devs. And so actually a lot of the work that we were doing and sort of dissecting and pulling apart and reanalyzing the game was actually really critical to our current understanding of how League of Legends on PC works, including and actually use some of that work to kind of inform a lot of our, more recent preseason changes and a lot of stuff like that, where we took this really deep dive to reassess what is core, what is critical to League of Legends, and what is how do we kind of want to move forward on stuff.
Wah, ternyata emang bener ya, Riot Games dulu pernah nolak bikin Wild Rift. Ya, beruntung sih mereka berubah pikiran dan akhirnya mengembangin League of Legends dalam versi mobile. Yang seperti udah kalian lihat, keren banget ya pastinya dan seru banget. Dan ya mungkin itu aja untuk episode kali ini. Nantikan juga episode berikutnya masih bersama gue Sahdan dari Dunia Games. Dadah.